And welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you, as always, by Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. You name it, they can handle it, from car accidents to family law, from workers' comp cases to criminal defense cases. If you turn to Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill, you're going to get direct and consistent access to experienced attorneys dedicated to your cause, because it's brought to you by the law offices of Ogle, Elrod, and Burrill. That's why we call this segment Final Verdict, and it's appropriate today. We're talking about a legal matter. Well, first of all, let me tell you what we got coming up in our overtime segment. Follow us, right there's our Twitter name. It's right there. You can follow us on Twitter, and I'll tell you when this is going to be posted on sportsource.tv. But today we're going to talk about the autonomy thing. It's not a done deal yet. There was a vote this week. It was a big vote. But the autonomy to the Power 5 conferences is not done. We'll discuss that in today's overtime segment. And is autonomy a good or bad thing for college sports in general? That's coming up on overtime online at sportsource.tv. All right, now off the football topic, it was announced this week that ex-women's sports SID Debbie Jennings and her lawyer will be given access to some university records related to Pat Summitt's retirement for the purposes of discovery in her discrimination lawsuit against Tennessee. But a university request for a protective order restricting any party from providing documents or testimony to the public or media was also granted. Okay, so it's coming out, but it's not coming out. It's going only to her people. However, the Sentinel wrote, I think you wrote the story, at the very end of it says this does not exempt the university from complying with its obligations under the Tennessee Public Records Act. Here's the question. Not talking about monetary damages or anything like that. If there's some piece of paper there that suggests Pat Summitt was forced out, and everyone, including Pat Summitt and Tyler Summitt, has said that is not the case, but if there's some document in there and it comes out, what kind of PR nightmare is that for Tennessee? Or is it one at this point?
No, it's a PR nightmare, and I'm just shocked Tennessee just hasn't made this whole thing go away. Just give her some money and go away, because I think it would be a PR nightmare.
I'm not sure if it's that easy to just give her money and go away, because I don't know what she wants. But having said that,
Knox County.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to me, because when I read Mike's story about that, the affidavit from Pat Summitt was one of the strongest things I think that was in Debbie Jennings' case. But if you can't,
the dates, yeah.
If the date is after May of 2012, that's not admissible. That's the way I read that. That would not be admissible, which I thought was huge toward Debbie Jennings' case. The other things about the emails and those transactions, all of that was public record anyway. Yeah. So and also there's a Tyler Summitt affidavit that's pretty interesting too. If Pat's gets introduced, so will Tyler's, I would think. So,
if you're Tennessee, you get 10 seconds. If you're Tennessee, how much are you sweating this right now?
I'm sweating it, and I'm settling it out of court.
Mike?
I think settling it out of court would be the best resolution.
All right, very good. Next Sunday, right here on the show, a ton of former Vols talking about the program, talking about Butch Jones. Thank you for watching today. We'll see you then, and we'll see you later today on SportsSource.tv.
The views expressed in this forum do not necessarily reflect those of WATE 6 or of 6 Sports. This has been a paid program.